Well, well, well. If it isn't National Truth Bomb Day. Are you guys ready for this one? Sorry, Drill Gang. Wow. Right. Let's get into it. The top 10 reasons YouTubers actually hate politics. Believe it or not, it's absolutely true. Most of them hate talking about politics, as do we all. But let's get into the list. Reason number one opinion can mean the end of your existence on YouTube. Let me explain. So when a lot of people begin following you, a lot of the time they kind of follow because they feel like your content is it kind of fits into a certain niche. All right. The problem is you can't always be inside of that. You can, but that's getting into a later part of the list. But if you are inside of what's called an echo chamber, all right, and there are multiple versions of those, you easily could just lose everything if you divert from that. Reason number two: actual truth isn't valued anymore. It's actually partial truth with zero nuance to it. Allow me to explain. A lot of the time, people kind of go to people's channels, like I said before, kind of looking for them to fit a certain bill. All right. However, the problem with fitting said bill is that a lot of the time, you have to remember you're dealing with humans. Okay. However, people don't want to deal with that fact that there are just humans. So instead, they kind of just they kind of cap their heads up to believe that the person that they're watching agrees with them on 100% of all of the points that they're making, or all of the things that they believe. Number three, people cannot handle disagreeing with someone politically in real life, and the internet only amplifies this. So I know you guys have all been on Twitter. I know you've been on Instagram, YouTube, whatever else, all right, where anyone is talking about any kind of political issue. And there's no possible way that I am the only human being in this country or on planet Earth who has noticed that people generally become amplified versions of their inner monster when it comes to any of this internet shit. There's no possible way that I'm the only person that notices this. There isn't. And it's just when you think about it in real life, I mean, I know that I guess a general rule when it comes to dating or just meeting people in general is to not talk about two things, right? Two things: religion and politics. Yeah, man, the internet makes that way worse. It's easier to avoid putting it on your channel because doing so makes everyone's inner dummy come out. I know plenty of people, okay, who have made their channels into, made their channels into somewhat of a political channel, and or even people who haven't done so, but when you do put up content that people even slightly disagree with, tell me whether or not any of these things sound remotely familiar to you guys who are watching this. If you guys are YouTubers, please tell me whether or not this sounds familiar.
Dang, bro, you sure changed. Oh man, you starting to sound like one of them. Wow, man, I thought you were different.
Does any of that sound familiar at all? Everyone is so attention starved that seeing someone with an opinion you know your audience disagrees with is the easiest way to get a video out, even if you don't believe it yourself. Guys, there are so many channels where that's literally what's happening. Channels where people are just literally saying things that they know their audience is going to think, and they don't believe that themselves. Listen to me when I tell you this. They don't believe it. This is on either side. There are several YouTubers making content and selling you lies. They're selling you lies. It's not what they think. They know it's what you think though. People don't like the truth. If they did, more YouTubers would tell it. I know it's hard to believe, but trust me, your favorite YouTuber despises making a political post because they know that it makes everyone wait in anticipation for half-truths and convenient lies. That's straight up and down the truth. Someone prove me wrong. Prove me wrong that a bunch of people online, okay, will not literally leave your channel if you begin to spit out things that could potentially still be true, but don't coincide with the belief system that they personally have. Number 7, politics aren't fun. A lot of people make political channels by accident. All right, I've seen this numerous times where it's some random person makes a post and like it's something that like a bunch of people on either side agree with. All right. Now, this person has thrust themselves into a political conversation. The issue here is, after they've thrown themselves into said political conversation, they now have the option to continue making more political content. And a lot of the time, they do. Now, when they do that, but when they do that, generally, as soon as you make a post that doesn't agree or doesn't coincide with that same thought process, you are literally going to begin getting the comments that I told you prior. And then you're gonna start seeing unsubs. At the end of the day, for a lot of YouTubers, YouTube is their livelihood. So if they came into money and came into being able to like feed their family and make quite a bit off of it by selling cat lies, they're going to continue to do so because they know that the second that they get away from that, people are going to get pissed. No one is an exception to that, and especially when it comes to the political sphere. Number 8, people feel so strongly about politics that a disagreement to them feels like a personal attack. And so they are willing to look foolish in an effort to say that they are right. Think about it, guys. Think about what Twitter is. It's you getting on the internet saying how you feel about something in hopes that people will literally give you a stamp of approval and boost you up. That's all it is. It's I want to be able to say I'm more right than someone else, or I just want people to like my opinion. It is what it is. It's literally built on narcissism though. Number 9, it scares them. All they really want is to be liked. Literally. All right? Their fear of being ostracized is a lot of the time why they hate making any kind of political post. Because while actual humans in real life generally are a lot more nuanced, and even the people who really think that they are 100% one side are likely not really that. On the internet, everyone has to give off this weird vibe, or everyone just does give off this vibe that they are 100% either one of these sides. And it's not true. It's just not. More nuanced posts get way, I guess like a way worse reception than posts that are just like super duper smooth brain. Like posts that literally are just like, these are two hands. Like these kinds of posts, all right, the equivalent to those are the ones that literally get like millions of views. Like easily reaching like millions of views. Meanwhile, someone comes out with a video stating like, hey, this side's wrong on this and that side's wrong on that. And like, you're gonna get attacked by both sides. Or you'll hear this one where like people will do like the name calling thing where they kind of like hit you with like, oh, you're a radical fence rider. No, I just know life isn't just, you really think life is just, do you believe your car is just metal? Your car is just metal things that magically moves? People want by the book, all right? People want you to fit inside of a narrative. People want you to fit inside of, this is who you are, this is what you believe, all right? It's the absolute truth. Matter of fact, I'll prove it to you. Let me show you this photo. Now, how many of you guys just developed your own personal opinion on what it is I think about that based on something you don't even know? How many of you? Show of hands. How many of you just did that? How many of you just looked at this photo and was like, this is what he thinks about this situation. I can tell he's one of those. Right? Number 11. I know this was only going to be 10, but I have to give you an 11th one. They know, just like I do, that the longer we focus on the minutia and hating each other, the longer we will all suffer, because while the working and impoverished classes' critical thinking ability slows, the several times wealthy real enemies' pockets will grow. Let me end this here, okay? If you are a smooth-brained, tell me things I like, I hate thinking hard, mean black man, mean white man, say things, can't handle criticism, sensitive about yourself but insensitive about everything else, narcissistic, bootlicking, goalpost changing, anti-thought provoking, one-sided, evolutionarily challenged, racist against anyone you don't agree with, name calling because I don't have an actual point. 8-Bit, you've changed, man. You aren't saying things I like hearing. There's no such thing as things I haven't experienced. Please validate my ignorance or my ego may starve. My side picks, no L's, full of yourself agenda, dick sucking, all men trash, all women trash, everything is everything phobic, hyperbole addicted, love to glow about when your side is right, but quiet when they're wrong type of person. Please take advantage of the unsubscribe button and do what you and I both know you are gonna do. Because I'd rather a smaller audience of people capable of moving society along than an army of biased robots with one brain function dead set on society's collapse if it doesn't agree with them. And to the YouTubers continuing to perpetuate the dumb shit on either side, I have my drill. But truthfully, I don't even really want to come for you because it's pretty likely that the very same people that I just told to leave would then come back to my channel thinking that I suddenly just like became, oh, now he gets it again. And to those of you, okay, who make unbiased, unfiltered content that you actually enjoy making, all right, regardless of what people's opinions are, kudos. Give me big depths. Bow, big depths. Give me some this way. Yeah. Big drill. Okay, so outside of that, drill army, drill nation, drill gang, we will be back again in full effect. Man, that sounds old, bro. Like, it's lit, guys. It's lit. Anyway, we will be back. Thanks for sticking around. Thanks for being so damn smart. And y'all be easy.